So we'll see what you think of this. Have you heard about Sony's next PlayStation handheld console?
No.
Don't do this to me, Sony. Not again.
No, okay, so don't get excited because it's nowhere near as
I'm pogging already.
no, it's nowhere near as cool as what you're imagining. It is the PS Vita 2. This is not. This is basically so from what we know so far. Supposedly, there's a new PlayStation handheld in development, and it's set to come out sooner rather than later. Supposedly, like this year. And the idea is that it's not a device to play its own games. Instead, it's a dedicated cloud and PS5 remote play device. So,
right.
I know that sounds
like a phone.
So like a phone, yeah. That's all discussion around this has been like, oh, so like a phone, because that's yeah.
They're trying to get that Switch and Steam Deck money. They're doing their version of it.
What a small
fan
target audience that is.
So...
What is that? People who don't have smartphones but do have PS5s and wish to play them on the go
and have good internet connection
and have the local internet infrastructure to support this kind of thing.
There's got to be more to it.
What are we down to? Like, what's the Venn diagram there? How many's that? Like 200 people?
I have bad internet. So I was so close to being a potential customer, but I do not have good enough internet to support cloud play at and about. It's really odd, and I think this news story, if it does end up being true, it needs more time to explain itself. I think.
Yeah. It needs to justify itself.
Yeah,
for starters,
it kind of feels like you read the story and you've got Sony in the background going like, no, wait.
Yeah.
It's not as weird as it sounds. Trust.
I can't wait to hear Josh's review of Persona 3 remake on this handheld system.
Oh my god, yeah, that'd be. So supposedly one of the killer things of this device is it will have. Supposedly it's going to look like, imagine a PlayStation controller, but like with a screen in the middle. Kind of like, I guess, like a Wii U gamepad. I was going to say like a Wii U gamepad, but like maybe more ergonomic than that piece of junk. So it will have like all the adaptive triggers and stuff that the PS5 controller has. Because to be fair, the PS5 controller is absolutely banging. I love that controller. So more of that is always good. But yeah, it feels really odd because. This story just feels too early. There's also rumors and leaks of an upcoming PS5 Pro set for sort of this Christmas.
If the PS5 gets a Pro before the Switch gets a Pro, I'm gonna flip my desk.
I think it's been too long now for a Switch Pro. I don't think there's going to be a Switch Pro. I've 118.
No, one day there's every single month there's a new rumor, and I have to believe.
But even not going to. The like, sorry to cut you off. It's just the leaks about the PS5 Pro as well are also really weird in that it's gonna just be a slim-ish PS5 with a separate disk drive that you can buy, and
that makes sense.
I guess, but it's weird, right? I'm not.
It's weird, but I feel like that's the direction that they need to go in, because some people just don't care about disk drives, and like it's probably cheaper for them if they can make them without the disk drive and then be like, oh well, if you want the disk drive, you just plug it in.
I kind of feel like they're inching towards this digital only thing, but constantly scared to pull the trigger. Where it's just like stop kind of compromising your designs and just pick a lane and go with it. It's like there are two PS5s right now. There's the disc version and a discless, and then the next PS5 might be discless, but also you can buy the drive if you want. It's over here. It's like, I don't know, just pick a lane, I guess.
I guess there's a market for maybe people who are like, I'm gonna pick up the discless one, and then if I feel like, to save a bit of money, and then if I feel like I'm missing it down the line, I can always pick that up later, because I had the same thing where there's the new run of Xboxes or whatever, and they had the Series X, Series S, and it's like Series X just doesn't come with a disc tray, and I'm like, oh, that sounds good. I never use discs anymore anyway. I'm like, but what if I did need one?
Yeah, or like
no, I won't buy either.
or as someone that rents every single PS5 game instead of buying them, a discless version of a PS5 would be tragic for me.
yeah.
Because that's my big problem with going all digital on any of these consoles is that for whatever reason, the digital version of games cost more than the disc ones, which is crazy to me. Like, that's completely backwards. There's no logistics in printing, manufacturing, transporting, paying costs to Amazon, to Game, to Argos, wherever you're buying games from. Yet the disc versions cost less. You go on,
and that's not even counting second hand as well.
Exactly, yeah. You go on like the PlayStation Marketplace, was it PSN store, and look up God of War Ragnarok digital version. It's like £70.
Same with Switch as well.
Yeah, you can go to a second-hand shop today and buy God of War Ragnarok for probably like £30. I know it's second-hand, but that's the market you cut yourself out of if you don't go.
And the devious thing is that whenever you buy a console and it's like you want digital games for it, it's like you best buy like a micro SD card at the same time because it's not going to have enough space by default.
I don't mind. Yeah, the size thing is a problem, but yeah, it's always, for me, it's always been that cost differential. If they said here's a disc version of a PS5 and a discless version of a PS5, the discs cost £70. But if you go all digital, the games cost £50. It's now you're starting to actually like give an actual benefit.
A PC exists.
Yeah.
So now you're exclusively buying a digital-only PS5 for PS5 exclusives.
What are you... I don't get what you're saying, sorry.
Because if you're going purely digital, right?
Right, yeah.
Why would you not just play it on a PC?
Some people don't have PCs.
Or PC is like, at this point in time, like 5 times the price.
Yeah.
I think people forget how much more PCs
I
cost
agree with
compared to
that,
consoles.
but I think people forget that everyone does have a PC now.
Is that the
No,
case?
no.
I was say, a lot of people just have mobiles or...
People have mobiles, people have iPads.
Or laptops, yeah.
Laptops?
Yeah.
Laptops are good enough.
I'll show you my dad's laptop.
Not for God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah, I think you vastly underestimate the power of a £300 notebook.
I was gonna say, like we're in like a quite I guess I forgot the word, but like we're in a space where everyone we know has PCs.
Yes,
but think of all like the COD bros, the FIFA bros who maybe don't. They're like in a college.
I work with them.
Yeah,
like when I think about these things, I think about the people that I worked with when I worked at Spoons and the people that I work with now, and it's like everyone has access to it may be out of date, but still a decent enough machine, whether it be laptop or PC.
Well, it's like you go, Will.
There's still just a massive percentage of the population doesn't think of PCs as gaming things, and they just want their box that they just put their disc
in the lounge,
their FIFA and their COD in every year. Yeah, put it in the lounge on their big 4K TV, and they don't want to fuck with PCs or anything to do with them for gaming.
Yeah, and I'm cherry picking this game specifically because it suits my argument, but you can spend 4 times the amount of money on a PC compared to a PS5, and it still can't run something like The Last of Us as well as the console.
Hold up,
version.
Isn't that because The Last of Us is a terrible port, though?
Yeah. I said I was cherry picking my argument.
Right. Okay.
I was very full on and upfront with what I was doing.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you didn't try and smoke screen me there. Yeah.
But yeah, I have seen the computers that my family have, and they have like Switches. They like playing Mario and stuff. And
are we talking about family that are your age or younger?
When I say family, I mean my sister has a Switch they play game on, and they have like a family laptop.
Yeah.
Which would never run. But they play I think they play like Minecraft on it at like 720p, 20 FPS, and they're happy with that because they just don't understand. And it's just I don't know. I kind of lost what we were even discussing. But
I think we are past the point now where it's like, oh, people don't have PCs. Like, I don't believe that.
Yeah, I disagree, but I don't think we're going to come to
no.
an agreement.
We don't have facts or figures.
No, we don't know. Yeah, and that's fine.
If we were a real podcast, we could get some. But
when I grow up, I want to be a real podcast.